The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is SeeingEagles.com. I'm Eric Cain, joined by Carson-Newman track and field coach David Needs. Coach, it's that point in the season where you kind of transition from a team aspect to those individuals trying to make the push to go to the Nationals. You're going to take Kevin Snead to Clemson this week for a really strong field of sprinters, and you're going to take a couple more, about 10 more, to Roanoke College to try to push to get into that provisional qualification. Let's start with Kevin going to Clemson, a really strong field full of NCAA Division I qualifiers. What do you expect from Kevin this weekend in the 60?
Well, we're hoping that Kevin is going to run the best time that he's run ever, obviously. I mean, a great sprinter runs against great competition and runs well. What our hope is with Kevin is that it helps him in his bid to be a national champion, and helps him in his bid to be as successful as possible, is to run against the very best. And we think he belongs there. We think that, at this meet where they've got runners from the University of Tennessee and Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Clemson, everywhere, that Kevin Snead belongs in the conversation with those runners. And we're hoping that he can get a good start, they can start well and run well and show that he belongs.
Kevin, a three-time All-American last year in both the indoor and outdoor sectors. Last week at the JDL Camel City Invitational, he false started in the 60. How does that play a role psychological for a guy like Kevin, who's obviously capable of running a fast time, but rebounding from that and coming back this week?
Well, you hope that one of the things that makes Kevin a great runner is he's a great competitor. One of the things that you have to do as a coach is to have them go through the right mental process of, all right, I false started once. Now let's not make this a habit, but this is, there were some things that I can correct. Now what will I correct? And then go through the process of correcting them. And hopefully with Kevin we've got there. We've changed the cadence up a little bit for his start and everything, just so that he can feel more comfortable depending on whoever is holding the starter's pistol, and so that he can run in the right way.
So Kevin Snead going to Clemson this weekend to compete in the 60-meter dash, and then about 10 other of your athletes are going to Roanoke College to compete primarily against a large landscape of Division II, Division III athletes, but at a really nice facility as they continue to make that push. Who are some people that really need to have a good weekend to provisionally qualify?
Well, we've got some that have already provisionally qualified. Tiana, TJ, Christian Stump, they've already provisionally qualified. Now we're at the point of the season where you really are trying to improve your placement, because once you get to 16, you're pretty safe in knowing that you make it. But a week from now or 2 weeks from now, what is 16 right now could be 25th or 26th, and so you're hoping that you get to one of those magic numbers. If you don't hit the automatic mark, and that's hard to hit the automatic mark, but to hit a spot where you can say, all right, hey, when we get down to 16, I'm pretty safe and making it here. So we got some that are trying to do that. We got some that are trying to hit, they maybe hit it. Ray Arterbridge had a great meet last weekend. So let's try and build on what we try to do so we can improve placement. And then we've got a couple other ones that our goal maybe isn't, it would certainly want to be a provisional qualification, but maybe they've run a 7:02 in the 60. Well, we're trying to break 7 seconds. So that we want to improve to the point where we can now say, hey, I'm getting to a point, I've reached a mini goal within the whole concept.
Well, thanks, Coach, and best of luck to all your athletes this weekend.
Thank you.
He is Carson-Newman, Director of Track and Field, David Needs. I'm Eric Cain, and this is SeeingEagles.com.